Good afternoon everybody and welcome to the stream. I'm Robert from the El Magnifico Games channel, and today we're going to continue with our playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. Now, quite a few things happened during the last stream. We managed to defeat all three of the leaders of the Goblin faction. And then we attempted to tie up various loose ends. And in particular, it occurred to me that Lozelle, towards the beginning of the game, had pointed out that Githyanki creches exist, and it was in our... well, it was part of the protocol of the Githyanki, which she is a member, to go to these creches to be cured of parasites when they have them, and also that would obviously be very much in the interest of the whole party. I had thought that since Mind Flayers usually inhabit the Underdark, it would be a good idea if we came down here and had a bit of an explore and see if we could locate a Githyanki creche. Turns out there's quite a lot going on down here. We haven't located the creche yet. We did stumble across a friendly seeming illithid that claimed they wanted to help us. Little suspicious if you know anything about the illithid, but at face value we have no reason to doubt them. Regarding that, we were encouraged to seek out an arcane tower, find its owner and see if they have some alchemical ingredients that we would require. We also came across a Myconid community. The illithid happened to be within that community at the time, but we came across a Myconid community, which are fungal peoples, and we discovered that they'd been keeping a deep gnome safe, who was apparently a slave to some of the local Underdark dwarves, the Duragar. They'd run away and taken a particularly valuable magical artifact with them. Well, I say particularly valuable. A moderately valuable enchanted item from one of the local sergeants. Anyway, long story short, we spoke to the dwarves, we spoke to the gnome, we eventually managed to get the boots transferred without any violence, and the gnome is effectively free to go so far as we can tell. One thing I probably should have pointed out is that the dwarves had actually been killing the Myconids and various deep gnomes they'd come across in an attempt to recapture the stolen property, so we rather de-escalated a dangerous situation. That led to us ending up over here, as it happens. Those are some of the Duragar. We were instructed to take the boots back with us, and we boarded a boat, an Underdark vessel, made our way across the Ebon Lake, so named because it's pitch black, its waters that is, and we found ourselves in an abandoned refuge. And yep, still no closer to finding the Githyanki creche, but we should probably look to have those boots given back to their owner. We heard something about there being a true soul over here as well. That is an individual infected with a modified mind flayer that is illithid larva, like we are. Apparently they owe the dwarves some money. Apparently they caused some sort of accident as well. We don't have the specifics there. Might be worth looking into. We know that the dwarves seem to know about the Absolute, and we haven't quite determined whether they worship them or not. There was some suggestion that they did, some suggestion they didn't. Not quite clear. I think that's about everything. Let me double check. Oh, I missed one point, which is that, well, 2 points. One point being that a dwarf has gone missing. We believe this is a gold dwarf, that is one of the races of dwarfs that who live on the surface, because his wife was a gold dwarf, but we don't actually know that for certain. But he's gone missing. Apparently he was a mushroom picker. I don't think the dialogue actually established that. But we should go looking for him. No leads on that yet. And also we agreed to help the rest of the gnomes that were being held captive. So they were slaves, but it sounds like they weren't born into slavery. It sounds like they were part of some expedition into this area, possibly from the surface. Again, being deep dwarves, they are native to the Underdark. Not quite sure what was going on there. I mean, there's no reason they can't go to the surface and set up lives up there. It's just it's notable that they're indigenous to this area, but they also claim to be just visiting, or at least their race is indigenous to the area. Anyway, point I'm getting at is they went on some sort of expedition, apparently were captured by the dwarves and enslaved by them, and now the dwarf we helped, the gnome we helped, the one that had stolen the boots, we helped them by curing their poison. They were gravely ill when we found them. They asked us to help their kin, and we agreed. So we need to locate them. Not quite sure why this Rothay is bugging out like that, but still. I think that is absolutely everything. So probably first thing to do is just explore our surroundings, see what we can see. We'll have Astarion go first in case we get pulled into any conversations. A skeleton. Interesting.
Nasty way to go.
Oops.
Suffocating slowly under a ton of rubble. Not a fate I'd personally relish.
That's apparently what happened to the trousseau. None of those dialogue options seemed particularly... A Dark Justiciar helmet. We should speak to Shadowheart about that. Swathed in shadow. While obscured by shadow, the wearer gains +1 to saving throws when attacked. Damage Dark Justiciar armor. Yeah, we should speak to Shadowheart about that.
That drow, Nere, is going to be on his last gasp unless someone digs him out. Though not necessarily our concern, of course.
Oh, that's who Nere is. Because this name started appearing towards the end of last stream, but either I missed when they introduced them, or they didn't introduce them. So I suspect they're the trousseau. Interesting. Also very interesting, she seems to have no opinion on this Dark Justiciar. Maybe if I have her look at the body. Nothing? Okay.
What a day. Watch the shadows.
More of them. Dark Justiciar's journal. We'll give that a read. Cycle 40. I know it's forbidden to enter the Inquisitor's chambers, but I could not help myself. Has Master Ketheric not commanded us to use every possible tool to best Jar's rivals? Besides, if Sybil meant to keep the amulet a secret, she would have hidden it better. Cycle 40 and 2. The amulet has gifted me a power and energy, hence heretofore unknown to me. I've never known such might and such cheer. I can barely keep myself from smiling, much to the other's chagrin. Then there appears to be some sort of transcription of laughter. Cycle 40 and 5. It is done. Thank the Dark Lady. Sybil ripped the amulet from my throat and cast it into the lava, having found me racked by laughter. The madness is lifted, but I do not yet know my penance. Sybil is not known to take pity on thieves. Help the cursed monk.
As you look at the skeletons, you realize they are all clad in the same dark armor.
Dark Justicia uniforms. These were Shah worshippers. The same as me.
Ominous. Let's not linger.
As you like. Hopefully my own remains are treated with a little more dignity when the time comes.
Well, I mean, we could bury them. I just don't think that's an option in this game. Why does this individual have 2 sets of the armor? Interesting. Very interesting. I'm trying to figure out if this leads anywhere of particular note. I don't think so. Goodness me. Alrighty then. This way, I suppose. Where are we on the map, actually? Is this a different map to the one we were in before? I think so. The one we were on before. Looks that way. Oh! Apparently we've gone the wrong way for the Cursed Monk quest. Not that we could possibly have known that.
You, grab a cane and whip these droognin beasts into shape. That rubble needs clearing, and my patience is hanging on by an arse whisker.
What a charming fellow. Druid, perhaps you should try asking them instead.
Oh yeah, maybe say pretty please as well. Throw in a curtsy. That'd be soft. Something spooks the dumb shits. So stop your jawing and get to working.
What's behind the rubble?
You got no need to know, and I got no need to tell. So get to caning or to leaving.
I could try persuasion. Or investigation. Let's go with persuasion. You want my help? Then you will tell me what's back there. Hello, game? Game? It's done this before, yeah. It has caught up. Done whatever it was doing. Ooh, that's not an easy roll. Yeah, we could easily fail this. I think we've got just slightly better than a 50-50 chance. There we go. We were lucky. We have been unusually lucky in this run. I know we obviously have failed plenty of rolls, but I swear we seem to be more successful than we should be.
Fine. Look at this. Adamantine. Stuff's no joke. Stronger than steel, rarer than mithril. It ain't mined, it's made. There's an adamantine forge back there, sure as shitting. Don't get any smart ideas. That forge is clan property. But get the beasts moving and I'll toss some coin your way.
Interesting. Let's see what I can do.
Go on then. Light a fire under the buggers.
Normally I offer my...
Leaves.
Usually I offer my help for free. But with this group, I'm not necessarily that opposed to liberating some of their coin. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I think that might be for the best.
No more! No more pain, no more work! All must die!
Hit the Rothe. What has you in such a state? Or breathe, focus. If you strike, your masters will destroy the herd. Or you were made to serve. This is your meaning. Remove the rubble as you were told. Or give in to your rage and avenge your pain. Don't strike us all, just your masters. Let's go with breathe, focus. If you strike, your masters will destroy the herd. I'm not happy about the way they're treating these animals, I must say. But I'm also pragmatic and acknowledge the fact that clearly the use of these animals as beasts of burden by these dwarves is presumably very, very widespread, and I'm not really going to be able to, even if I made it my mission to free these creatures, I couldn't make a dent in the amount of cruelty that's actually going on. So I have to be pragmatic. Breathe, focus. If you strike, your masters will destroy the herd. Goodness me.
All right. We will work. We will do as we're told. We will clear the way.
Oh, Shadowheart approves. Goodness me.
Not enough caning for my tastes, but you got the job done. I almost feel bad about this.
Oh, he's attacking me, is he? You'll be feeling even worse in a moment. No. No, who's speaking? It's Lae'zel, isn't it? Yeah, she probably would respond that way. You'll be feeling even worse in a moment.
Rothe have lost it. Put him down!
These enemies are not to be trifled with, unfortunately. I'm wondering if I could push some of them off the ledge. That would really, really help if I could. What would be my probability of succeeding? Oh, I can't reach them? Really? I feel like I should be able to reach them. Novice of the Absolute. Right, what are their abilities like? Pretty good. Extra attack. You can make an additional free attack after making an unarmed or weapon attack. If you gain the extra attack feature from more than one class, they don't add together. Okay. I wish I could see what class I wish I could see what the closest character class was to all these I wish I could see for each character the closest character class that it would be, because it'd be nice to know, for example, if any of these are spellcasters, for example. Unarmed defense. So this is probably a monk. I'm not a massive fan of that. Alright, this may go terribly wrong.
Taking position.
I could hex them. That would give me a better chance of success. When does hex
Swords
come
meet
back?
Sorcery.
After a long rest.
I am fury. I am
It's
death.
probably not. It's probably not worth it. Then again, These enemies are... It's worth it. These enemies are not to be trifled with. What's it going to be? Strength, presumably. Excellent.
Time to strike.
Blimey. Right, that's considerably improved our position here. Right, I think everyone else focuses down this one. I'm guessing the leader, Herdmaster Scargel, is going to be the mini boss, as it were. So let's have everyone else try and focus down this one enemy before Scargel gets a turn. I don't think we're going to do it.
Time for coal.
When does he get that back? After a short rest, okay. If I sent him here, could he knock him off the edge? No. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to take them out this turn, unfortunately. Gale's already used Hex. Does he have anything else he could use here? Actually, what about Sleep? If he were to upcast Sleep, how would it change? Okay, if we could get him down to 32 hit points, using just Astarion, we could put him to sleep. That might be doable. We don't have advantage on the attack, and unfortunately we don't have Shadowheart until we can't have Shadowheart do anything until after this one's turn. Yeah, I can't think of much he can do which is better than just his normal attacks. I'm 99% certain he doesn't get sneak attack here, because he doesn't have advantage. But there's also no reason not to select it just in case. Yeah, we didn't get sneak attack. Oh, we need to find something more damaging we can do with our bonus actions. Do we have anything grenade-like? That's quite a lot of damage. Problem with Alchemist's fire is that may well hurt us as well. The problem with the smoke bomb is even if it did enough damage, oh, I should have had him read a scroll or something. That would have been the clever thing to do. What was I thinking? Even if the smoke bomb does enough damage, it will presumably cause the whole area to be surrounded in smoke, as you'd expect. And that then means that Gale may have a very hard time casting sleep because he won't be able to see them. Really? Do we not have anything? Alchemist's fire, obviously. An acid vial. Oh, it's an action to throw that. Oh, is it an action to throw? That makes sense, actually. If it's an action to throw, then yeah, I think we've just got to do these attacks, unfortunately. I could coat the weapon with poison, but I don't think that does bonus damage. A simple toxin. Does he have resistance to poison damage? I know he has resistance to the poison condition. He does. Not much point then, is there? Yeah, I think we're just out of luck. Okay. Oh, so close.
Witchy now.
And there's no such thing as holding an action, is there? In this game. Can you upcast Eldritch Blast? No. I think I'll bone chill. Oh. No? Why do I have disadvantage? Oh, because I'm right next to this enemy. Ah. That's suboptimal. Wait, is that the reason? Yeah, that is the reason. Gale's technically threatened. Okay, this is a shame, but I think the best I can do is have him disengage and move out of harm's way, because he is most definitely a ranged attacker.
I'm ready. Moist contact.
Could have been a lot worse. Oh my goodness. You can see why I wanted to take them out as soon as possible. We're gonna need to long rest soon anyway, unfortunately. Let's just go in with Guiding Bolt. Is that definitely what we want to do? Because then she won't be able to do anything special to this one. Yeah, I think it is. We have to take them both out. We may as well take the weak one out first. That just makes sense. Yeah. And you should also run this way.
Moving.
Right, now we're in for trouble. That did end you, unfortunately. Oh, we have some new allies. That's nice. What is my chance of succeeding with a push here? 50%. Or 60% on this one. I think we bring Astarion back up. Do we have 2 of those Revivify scrolls? I think we do. Yes. Right, well I guess we're using one of them. I had hoped to avoid using them so soon, but alas, our hand has been forced. Wait, where's the other one? Wait. Wait, no. Lae'zel shouldn't do that because she's a big damage dealer. Let's have Gale do it. Why do I keep losing track of this Revivify scroll? I know it's in here somewhere. Oh, the number of columns is different. It's 7 columns here and 8 columns here, which means it's going to have shifted position. I was thinking because it was on the right hand side. I remember seeing it. Well, it's not on the right hand side now. There it is. Okay. The Astarion's quite fast moving. Let's just put him. We really can't risk having him get hurt, can we? Let's put him here.
That nearly ended me.
Yes, it did. All right. I don't think Gale's got anything left. He does have a lot of spell slots, to be fair. Let's go around this way. I mean, if I do that, we won't get any loot off him. And I wouldn't normally worry about that, but we are critically low on funds right now. I think I have to do this the hard way. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't fault that logic. Probably should have flurried of blows, actually, but never mind. Oh my goodness. No, he's only downed. That's fine. That is fine. We can deal with that. Little put off that we have no healing magic, though. But so be it. Send to Shadowheart, and then Shadowheart, you should throw it. It's a shame we can't have them force feed someone a potion. There we go. I suppose she could have helped him up as well, or instead. Oh well. Poor Lae'zel. Unfortunately, that means we no longer have advantage. No! Oh. This has been a disaster. Alright, let's just finish them.
Trust no one. Just be quick.
Oh, you've lost speak with animals, that's understandable.
The sunset.
Dwegar can't hurt anymore. We'll wait until it's safe to leave.
Over there.
To be fair, it's very unlikely that there's any... How did she pronounce it? Dwegar. It's very unlikely there's any Dwegar up here because they were trying to get through the rubble. Doesn't mean there aren't traps, and I don't like the fact the game just saved. Battle axe. Interesting. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Orb of dark vision.
A great darkness stirs in me. In Vlaakith's name, what is this? I've spotted a trap. Move
Oh.
with purpose.
That's not ideal.
A trap, just as I expected.
It might be time to go back and have that long rest. Yes, I think it is. Right, I better mark off another long rest. I think.
Faint voice echoes in your mind.
I sense you, true soul. Come to me. Come to Nere. The poison spread.
You hear him too, don't you? Nere is not long for this world unless we get him out of there.
Nere's voice fades, but your head still tingles with his anger and fear.
So then I shouldn't take a long rest. Oh dear. This is going to be hard.
There you are. I was just thinking about you. And that delicious moment we shared the other night.
I had to fight you off, me.
I admit I may have been a little eager, but can you blame me? You were my first. In all these years, I've only ever fed on beasts. Drinking the blood of thinking creatures is a different thing entirely. You were delectable. And now I can't help but wonder how the others taste.
Oh no. They might not be as open to the idea as I was.
Alas. It doesn't hurt to ponder the question, though. Take Gale, for example. He strikes me as someone whose blood is rich, refined, like well-aged brandy. But Shadowheart, I have no idea. How do you think our little enigma would taste?
Something that could lay you out. Kalashite absinthe, maybe.
Oh. Well, that sounds very appealing. I'm almost convinced.
Keep your eyes to yourself, you'll make people nervous.
Relax. We're just talking. So, in the spirit of theoretical questions, if you had to take a bite from one of them, who would it be?
Are you really asking which of our companions I'd eat?
Oh, no. No. don't be disgusting. I just mean a sip of their blood. No mastication required.
It's between 1 and 3, isn't it? I wish there were more dialogue options. I don't particularly want to encourage him to take this course, and I'm worried for Shadowheart's sake. If I had to, Shadowheart.
A fine choice. She is enticing. Although, the more I think on it, the hungrier I get. I better go find something I can actually get my teeth into.
Good hunting.
Nothing out there will taste as good as the alternatives. But I'll make do. Sweet dreams.
I can't leave camp. That's a problem. This individual may well have passed on then, by the time we get to them. It's a fair point. We probably should have prioritised freeing them before we went for the long rest, but we're pretty tapped out of resources at this point. And of course, without metagaming, I wouldn't have known the direction we were going in wasn't the right one. Why must we go over on camping supplies? Surely there is a way to not go over. Interesting. So they were 5 each, or is 2 of them worth 5? Because that's a bit strange. It must be 5 each. That makes 15. Oh, these are worth 6 each. That might be part of the problem. And now I just need to split this. There we go, 80. Not wasting any supplies.
It seems to be the perfect night to spend a little time together. Just you and I. Assuming you haven't changed your mind, of course.
Lead the way. Are we
You
back
made
on
it.
the surface?
Come here.
Surface.
Sit with me.
We are, somehow. Did you think I wouldn't show?
Lots of people make promises. Few keep them. Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions?
To survival.
Very practical. We could have toasted to that every night so far. Here's to many more. Survival. Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you.
We haven't seen a dragon, have we? Lower your guard and describe the desolate beauty of your home, Kresh Kalir.
Merciless, but beautiful in its own way. Sounds familiar. Don't stop now. Not just as things are getting interesting.
Your turn, I insist. A little give and take is only fair. I mean, I'm about to take a long rest, so there's no reason not to. Why did the 2 not get added? Maybe it's a bit... Maybe the game's a bit confused because this is between long rests?
Don't laugh, but I'm not quite sure I have anything to share. When you worship Shard, secrecy is everything. We'll sacrifice our own memories when ordered to. A lot of the little things, they're lost to me right now.
Wrong. You like night orchids and can't swim. You told me once.
I did. And you remembered. You're sweet. There's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us. Nearly light. The others will be awake soon.
Look at her hand. Almost like stigmata. The others can wait. I don't want this to end just yet.
Another moment won't kill them, I suppose. Well, it might, but let's take that risk. Thank you for last night.
My pleasure.
It was just what I needed.
She trails off. You read an invitation in her eyes.
You know, if you want something, I think... You know, if you want something, I think you should take it. I was laughing at Lizelle moving in before I'd actually done anything.
That didn't hurt, did it?
A little tingle.
I'd like to think that would have happened anyway. Let's head back, if we must. All's well, I hope.
Of course, unless something's the matter.
No. I just wanted to see how you felt after the night we spent together. When we talked and kissed.
That night meant a lot to me, and I hope there's more to come.
I hope so too. Though I'm not sure what kind of courtship we'll be afforded, given all that we're facing. But if you want to see where this goes, I do as well.
You and I, we share something special. I think I want to talk about that.
Very serious of you. But go ahead.
How are you faring?
It's strange. I've been dwelling on what I told you before about wanting to become a Dark Justicia. But perhaps I should be content with my lot. I'm already blessed to have you at my side, after all.
Right. Let's hope Nere is still alive. We may have pushed our luck a bit with that, Oh, we are near the surface. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, hopefully he's still alive. We'd better go back and see what we can do. Right, I think it's fair to say he isn't this way. Because we've only just broken through here. We should probably explore this area. At the very least, in the hope that we can
Well, hello.
find something valuable, because we are really low on funds. Something valuable that it wouldn't be too unreasonable for us to take. Like, I'm not particularly happy with the idea of us looting the bodies of the dead, but we might find, for example, some... why is there a scrying eye?
One roamed the goblin settlement, if I recall.
Yeah.
Someone's watching us.
Let's not make a scene then.
You stare into the eye. Your reflection stares back.
Interesting.
The longer you stare, the more uneasy you feel. There is a presence. You are seen.
Reach out to the presence.
Your consciousness surges into the orb. First, there is blackness. Then, a pair of unblinking red eyes. Pain grips your skull as the eyes stare into you. Then, look away. The connection is broken.
Alright, let's keep looking for this poor, trapped dark elf.
What brought it down, you think?
This way, perhaps?
It's a dumb theory. Half these walls are still standing.
It's hard to be sure, isn't it? Oh well, we can but search and hope.
See where the gnomes...
Thread it through a trace. Found a way past the
God.
Those are the gnomes we need to free. Not sure how we're going to manage that. Oh, is that the cave-in? Right, who's here? Mindmaster Dunnell and Sergeant Thrin. Let's give Thrin the boots.
Faster! Heat up some rocks! Let's see how the little pricks do when we strap fire to their legs.
Charming. Hell is truly where we make it.
Move, Hoon! I don't have time for Drugnan outsiders.
Give her the gnome's boots.
Never thought I'd see these back. Nasty sneak gave even Gick the slip.
Oh dear.
Crafty little shits, these ones. You need a stiff cane to keep them in line. Here then. His bounty's yours. Now move! I've got no time for...
The parasite stirs, but it's a mere tickle. You hear no thoughts or memories. Just an echo of scars that never healed.
A true soul, eh? Useless wreck of a lookout could have told me. Glad you're here to take responsibility. Tunnels collapsed. Trapped true soul Nere. He's stuck in there with poisoned geezers. We don't get him out soon, it's both our heads.
Right, he may still be
Famous
alive.
Nere. Subject of the Myconid's ire, no?
How did Nere get trapped?
Place is older than bone dust. Previous tenants left a trap. Dropped a shit ton of metal once we dug a ways in. Get Nere out, and you'll have the Absolute's blessing. No doubting that.
What are you hoping to find at this dig?
Entrance to an ancient temple. General's orders, Nere said. Must contain something important. He got me to recruit non-believers. But not everyone's seeing the Absolute's truth. They don't get paid soon. I'll have a riot on my hands.
That's why some of them were quite irreverent towards the Absolute. Clearing that rubble will be no easy feat. Any ideas?
Not a one. Unless you count tacking aboleth fangs to my whipping cane.
I'll take care of it.
Thought you would. True souls don't abandon their own.
That's an interesting sentiment coming from a Draugr, I think was the pronunciation. Let me double check the pronunciation. Duergar. Duergar. Or Duergar. Oh, so there's two pronunciations, that makes sense. I think I was saying Duergar before or something close to that. Duergar, I suppose. Where were we? Armor of uninhibited Kushigo. Kushigo counter. While patient defense is active, the wearer can use their reaction to make an unarmed attack strike against any attacker that misses. Oh. That, situationally, that could be really, really good. Long ago, Kushigo was a warrior, bedecked in an enormous set of plain steel, its shoulder pauldrons fashioned like great antlered stags. His arrival on a battlefield spelled doom for the enemy, yet this armour, so light and fine, speaks nothing to that legacy. Or bracing band. Personal space. After shoving an enemy, the wearer gains a +1 to their armour class until the next turn. It's got to be this one, doesn't it? And that's going straight on Lizelle. Where'd it go? There it is. Oh, she already has... Oh yeah, that's not particularly impressive. Much better. Much better. I do like having that option. Because although I don't usually use patient defense because I'd rather attack, equally it says that I could... It doesn't say I use a reaction, does it? Let me double check. I didn't misread it, did I? Oh, you can use a reaction to make an unarmed strike against the attacker that misses. Okay, I take it back. That's not actually that brilliant then. I was thinking it wasn't limited, so if I was attacked, say, 3 times in the round, I could attack 3 times back. That's not the case. You get 1 reaction. Oh well. It's still okay. Maybe we'll sell it at some point in the future, but it's okay for now.
As you near the rubble, a fragmented voice clutches at your mind.
They're alive then.
True soul! True soul! Finally! You must clear rubble, spilling poison!
Are you Nere? What happened here?
Expedition! Passage trapped! Gnomes useless. Don't trust Burks. Get me out!
View through Nere's eyes is a blur. You only make out a bit of rubble and few moving figures.
Interesting. Perception, try to focus. What more can you see? I will happily take that guidance. Blimey, didn't even need it.
The blur resolves into an image. Two gnomes feverishly removing debris, while two others lie dead at Nere's feet, their flesh scorched by powerful magic.
Interesting.
You sense Nere's frustration, tinged with rage, as the connection fades.
Very interesting.
Choking! Dig out of here!
You sense Nere's frustration, tinged with rage.
Okay. I was actually trying to interact with the rubble to see if I had any options there. How are we going to do this? None of us are telekinetic. Are we? I don't think Lizelle has those sort of abilities.
Faster, shitheads!
Mage Hand wouldn't be up to the task. I mean, we might as well give it a go. The problem is Mage Hand can't move very much at a time. It's not very strong, so it's probably not going to work. But it doesn't use up any resources. Fly, shove, hide, dismiss. Yeah, the Mage Hand can do nothing. The only interesting thing is it's seen.
Assume nothing.
So someone here can see invisibles. Oh, what else could I try? Do we have any magic at all in the party that could really help here? What familiars can we summon? Cat, crab, frog, rat, raven, spider. Might I suggest none of those are going to be up to the task at hand? Grease? We could grease up the rocks? Why does grease have a picture of a hog on it?
Remember, things will always get worse for you.
Yeah, nothing there that's
A long way to go
looks
still.
particularly useful, is there? Oh wait, I didn't check cantrips, did I? Yeah, nothing there. That's
What am I to do?
all that interesting. What does Bane do? That's pretty good. I've not been using that. Does require a level 1 spell slot though. Ooh, enhance ability is really good. Situationally, I mean. I think everything she's got equipped though we do use. Yeah. Alright. Worth remembering though. None of that helps with the cave-in. And I'm reluctant to have them just attack the cave-in because I can't see that going well. I could ask about explosives.
Careful, I lied. Be brief.
Yes, true soul?
Oh, I've got some explosive powder. I didn't realise. Do we? I've noticed an orb floating about. What's it doing?
Scrying eye. Nere says the absolute scryers see through him. Watching. Judging.
I can ask them about Moonrise Tower. That's interesting. I'd like to know more about Moonrise.
You don't know about the seat of the absolute? No doubt you'll see it for yourself soon enough.
Do I actually have explosive powder on me? I wish I could search all our inventories like I can do just one. Oh, can I? Oh, I can. I think. I have a smoke powder bomb.
Yes, true soul?
I've got some explosive powder that might clear the debris. I didn't know we did. We don't appear to, but I may as well pick that option.
That's so. Set it near the rubble and ignite it. That'll blow the drow out. Go on already. Ignite the powder.
Keep digging!
I might actually look this up. I'm a little confused. Wait, do I have that as a quest? We found some explosives. When?
Didn't you hear? Do I need to rip the extra flesh off your ears? Faster!
It is smoke powder. Okay.
Ah, it's you. The mascot of my ill fortunes. Much as I'd love to chat, I'm not allowed social breaks.
Oh, I remember. He's the gnome we encountered on the surface. Oh, I can't just leave. How did you get captured?
I came down here looking for Wulbren. I suspected he and his little friends might have come to this region. And I was right. But I was too late. Wulbren had already been taken to Moonrise Towers.
Wulbren.
The rest, put to work. You won't find a worse gaggle of rare-dwells than these Iron Hand gnomes. Except for Wulbren, desperate though his taste in companions might be. As I was contemplating his folly, I was spotted by a very ugly Dwergar. Now, I dig. It isn't good.
Hiding in plain sight, a cunning strategy.
I thought they'd be easy to outwit. I had an entire plan. Unfortunately, it didn't account for an army of mad Underdark cultists. Nor did I account for some captives to be trapped in with the Drow after the cave-in. Too many permutations. Quite the headache.
Sounds like you need my help again.
Help would be welcome. Whether you're up to the job remains to be seen.
Charming. But what I really wanted to do was tell them to move out the way.
Gnomes speak in soft whispers, the words all but lost in the hot air.
Eavesdrop on the conversation. Just about made it.
I'll never get through. We need that smoke powder.
Philommene's gone, and if she's smart, she won't be coming back.
Tell the sergeant where she went. Baltur's still trapped with that maniac Nere.
Forget the smoke powder. They'd kill Phil on the spot. I won't let you do it.
So my choices are: I'm a friend, Thala sent me, or I have news, half the trap gnomes are already dead, or what's going on here? Intimidation, you mentioned smoke powder, details now, or persuasion, listen, I can help you. Act frightened, or you'll draw suspicion. Persuasion. Thank goodness for the bonuses.
Praise Iron
Well,
Hand.
we would have made it anyway,
Loretta,
but...
our prayers are answered! Sir, our friends are trapped in the cave-in. And I know a way to get them out.
Bug, please. True Soul Nere will... You know what he'll do.
But yeah, we almost failed that. Leave the true soul to me. Now tell me what you know.
Bug, don't!
I've got no choice, Loretta. We have to chance it. A few days back, there was a scene. Our friend Philomene, she's a sapper, set off a blast and ran off. We set a spot for hiding if someone found trouble. I'll mark your map. If Philomene made it, you'll find her there. She'll have the stuff to blow that tunnel wide open and get Beldron and the rest out.
I have some explosive powder. I can use it to get them out.
Incredible news. Drop it near the cave-in and set it alight.
Keep crying for your sister, and I'll personally rip off her head when you dig her out!
Alright. What I'm going to suggest is I put it down and hope they move out the way. Right, split.
One spark and it'll blow.
Okie doke.
What are you waiting for?
So that is how it works. Everyone else back. At least as far as everyone else has gone. Right.
Blast the thing to bits!
One step at a time.
Blacketh's will be done.
Go on already. Ignite the powder.
Where did they mark on my map? I've only got one more set of smoke powder. It'll probably do it, but we might encounter other cavings. I'm tempted to go up that way. No, we can't risk their lives, can we? It might take too long. We just have to give up the last bit of smoke powder we have.
What are you waiting for?
Lost in thought.
Oh no, wait, Asterion can do it. There we go.
Baldur, can you hear me? Baldur!
Finally! Worthless slaves! Your incompetence has been my ruin!
You're not ruined.
Does not.
Oh. Do we attack them? It's not the smart thing to do. We can't bring her back. I mean, we should be able to with the Revivify scroll, but that's not how this game works. We can't bring her back, and we kind of need their cooperation so that we can find out more about the Absolute and possibly get these parasites removed. We just have to live with it for now.
Baldur! No!
I regret my decision.
Thrinn, the Absolute gave you everything. And this fiasco is how you reward her?
Me and mine worked flat out. I was cracking the whip day and night. Tell him, true soul.
It's true, you did your best.
Your best was not good enough. Nere pities you, Thrinn. Your errors and excuses. And your sorry end.
Why can't we intervene? I'd have intervened
Your skull
on either of those
buzzes,
occasions.
and you see your own face through Nere's eyes.
Worthless, every last one. Their failures must be punished. True soul, take their heads. The Absolute commands it.
I think he's pushed us beyond endurance. The only head I mean to take is yours, Nere.
Heathen, you shame the Absolute. Dwegar, this true soul has betrayed us. Let her blood prove your devotion.
If it means getting paid, my blade is yours.
Oh dear. We're probably just gonna lose. He worries me. But he's not as powerful as I expected him to be. Oh, but there's so many of them. We're outnumbered and outleveled. What's the play here? Oh, the scrying eye knows, so we won't be able to pose as true souls anymore. Iron ladder, so it can't be destroyed easily. I'm just evaluating our surroundings, trying to see what we can use to our advantage. I think we just need to push them. I don't think there's another way.
Taking position.
Let's find out what this does. Oh, I have two choices. Shriek. The sword shrieks. All enemies within 6 meters of range have a 1d6 penalty to charisma, wisdom, and intelligence saving throws. Affected creatures receive an extra 1-4 thunder damage. The sword will stop shrieking if unequipped. 5 turns. Or sing. The sword sings a melody. All allies within 5 meters of range have a 1d4 bonus to attack rolls and charisma, wisdom, and intelligence saving throws. The sword will stop singing if unequipped.
Time to kill.
Oh dear. I can't really get the angle I need. Oh well. Guess we just open up with some attacks then. Not ideal. I just don't see us surviving this.
We've saved me. I cannot take much more.
No, it's not ideal, is it? Just getting them out the way. Now we only take one attack of opportunity.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Right, what's your probability of success if you try and push this one? Oh, you can't even push them where they need to be. Okay, that's a problem. You may as well try and take out the scrying eye.
You're in my thrall.
Is she? How about no? Reinforcements, oh dear. Second wind. I was hoping for a little more than that, but never mind. Oh, now I can't push. That may not have been the brightest decision I could have made. They're all so tanky. Silence. Why did I not use silence? To prevent him from casting spells, or at least make it harder.
Shall we cut and run?
Why could I not push him in the lava? Oh well. Just open up with a normal range. Wait, hold on. Can't he hide? What type of action is it to hide? Being a rogue, he should be able to hide. Cunning action hide can't be threatened. That's fair enough. So that would mean it'd take both bonus actions to have him do this. It'd have to cunning action disengage, cunning action hide. Probably worth it though. Oh, I could have had advantage. I could have used sneak attack damage, but I didn't think of it. Oh well. Why can't I hide? I'm not threatened and I have the bonus action I need. Is the game confused? The game was confused.
chance.
Okay. And he failed. Okay. Fair enough. It's probably all over now. We'll do well to get another turn. Yep, that didn't go well. Right, I don't want to meta game, but we can't really do that combat. And I'm not entirely sure what we could do differently. I guess we'll just have to go back a bit and make a different decision that they plausibly could have taken. A bit like going back a few decisions in a choose your own adventure book. It's a shame, but since I'm not doing an Iron Man run, I suppose a little bit of metagaming like this is inevitable. So this was before I put the explosives down the first time, but after I'd found out about them, I think. We have some smoke powder, it's not enough to blow the cave in. Philomene might have more. She's fled to a hiding spot deep within Grimforge.
You hear? Do I need to rip the extra flesh off your ears? Faster!
Pretty sure that was after we had the conversation.
Place the powder and use fire to explode it.
Yeah. Alright. How close are we to leveling? Not that close. Not that close at all. I suppose a decision we could have taken differently is we could have decided just to let Nere die there. But to be fair, I don't think we realised quite how awful he was at the time.
The culprits are spreading like flies on
I mean,
sheep.
I think we knew he wasn't a great person, but you know, there's still quite the spectrum there. And the other problem is the other deep gnomes that were trapped, of course. Wouldn't have had a great time. No idea how I get there, though. So, okay, here's my thinking. A decision they could have taken differently, which isn't that unreasonable, if they could have said, right, we only have so much smoke powder, perhaps we should go and get some more. Because after all, they can't see the numbers that we can see. They couldn't know that, oh, 2 smoke bombs would be enough. And if they go this way, you never know, that their circumstances may change sufficiently that when we get back there, they have new options, or for whatever reason things won't be as perilous. We can only hope.
Trapped. How considerate.
That's probably trapped as well then. Don't run over it. Okay, I'm going to reload here, and I don't think that's unreasonable, because I knew the traps was there. The problem was the way the game handles movement of the party. I didn't tell Shadowheart to stand there, and if this was real, Shadowheart absolutely would have been told, do not stand there, there is probably a trap. I suppose we'll have to split them all up or something, have them move individually. I can't think of another way we could do it.
Watch your back.
I wonder if the other acts of the game are going to be quite this content rich. Because this whole Underdark area, it seems vast, and we could have so easily missed it. So easily. I mean, it's only because we happened to try and dig deeper into the goblin... the temple that the goblins had taken over. That we even discovered it.
All right.
Action, not reaction.
Oh, this doesn't actually last all that long. Okay, never mind.
Shall we?
Right, let's have Astarion go first.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
That looks to me like it could be a trap.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
Indeed.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us. Be careful. There are traps about.
Indeed.
Who's the statue, you think?
Human, certainly. The gods, perhaps. Why would gnomes make such a thing?
You're the expert. Why don't you tell me?
We've been here, I think. Yeah, wasn't it down here that we arrived? Huh. Presumably this can be lockpicked. Lockpicking impossible. Open lock to Astarion. I mean, I could walk the party over one at a time. Not quite sure what the point would be. There might also be something down here. Let's have another quick save and send Astarion down here. I won't keep doing this, I promise. I realise that arguably was my fault. I should have been paying closer attention. I knew there were traps around. You could argue that that was a decision, or rather an event I should have just put up with. Shah and Salune fought a divine war of darkness versus light. The worshippers mirror the crusading conflicts. And then I missed a bit. Yeah, I won't make a habit out of that. I need to remember to pay attention as well. Not just the party members. Trap disarm toolkit. I might take that. Because that's relevant to our immediate survival.
Chiseling is remarkably intricate. I didn't live here though. Inhabitants were drowned. See where the skeletons. Quiet. I'm thinking. Probably inhabited by whoever those skeletons were the others found. Hated them. They broke through.
Oh, I'll take that. We came looking for them. If there's a smoke powder bomb there, then this is probably all belongs to the Dwergar, which I don't particularly mind stealing from under the circumstances. Perhaps an individual I might make an exception for, but certainly just stealing from their institutions in general I have no scruples about. Medium toughness. I guess we just have to break it down then. I don't know if we have anyone strong enough though. No resistance to force damage. We could Eldritch Blast it down then. Okay, you stay there, Astarion. We'll bring the party over one at a time. Yeah, looks like those central pits are also trapped. Right.
Absolutely not. Or you'd be killing history itself. This again.
Oh, I thought it didn't have resistance to force. Did I miss that? Piercing, bludgeoning, acid, necrotic, fire, psychic, poisoned, radiant. No force? Only hits that deal at least 22 damage can is that what it says? Yeah. Only a hit that deals at least 22 damage can damage it. We may not have the means of getting through here then. We don't really have anyone that's capable of individual really heavy hits. Depending upon how the game treats doors with or objects which can be seen through, possibly we could Misty Step through. Oh, and there's a lever on the other side. I know exactly how we can solve this problem. Do you have dark vision by any chance? I've forgotten. I feel like you picked up dark vision when you specialised into the shadow path. Oh, you can grant yourself it. I'm not a fan of giving up 2 key points for that, but that might actually be worth it. What's your perception like? Perception's wisdom, isn't it? I think you've got pretty high wisdom. Wisdom. Actually, can I just check perception directly? +2. +3. 0. +3. Can Shadowheart be... Oh, actually there's a very easy way we can grant Shadowheart dark vision, at least temporarily.
Got to press on.
I don't know if it actually helps, mind you.
Best avoid that trap.
I'm just guessing.
Looks like a trap there.
Certainly does. We're a bit short of space on that side.
Someone there?
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Poor skeleton.
Please. Now's hardly the time.
Oh, that'll do for now. Actually, can I send you... Yeah, that'll do. That leaves plenty of room for Lizelle. You may as well take the free dark vision. I wonder if dark vision does help with perception checks in the dark, like you'd think it would. And if so, this was actually meant as a bit of a tutorial, having that artifact there that grants you dark vision. I can't help but notice several of the spots where I think there should be a trap. We weren't getting perception failures. Right, save here quickly. Right, can we choose where the mage hand appears? Oh, you've already used it. That's unfortunate. Can you Misty Step through? Possibly. Target is out of sight. It shouldn't be out of sight though. You could, yeah, you could do so over here. I don't think any of the familiars have hands. Do you just have old-fashioned mage hand by any chance? Yes, you do. And it's a cantrip. Wonderful. Why did it say not enough space? They're not that large. I'm reloading. Because again, I don't think that's a case. I don't think that counts as my fault. There was that one instance where I did actually forget to make sure that Astarion was jumping over the traps. That was my fault. But I click somewhere and then the character decides to run over a trap we know is there. Bit silly. Still, we know it can be done.
Direct me.
And we know where he's going to want to stand. For some reason. Wonderful. We even got experience for that. That's interesting. Lever, please.
Best avoid that trap.
Yes.
Pretty happy with that. Quick save there. Then we'll recombine the party and keep going.
Eager for battle.
Idol of Shah. I'm sure Shadowheart's gonna have something to say about that. Oh, you can only pick it up.
Eager for battle.
Oh, that surprised me. Because I'd only just clicked on that rotten food bag and then suddenly we heard that noise.
Quickly then.
The Protectee Sparks Wall. Interesting name. High spellcasting. You gain +1 bonus to spell save DC. Sparks Wall armor. The wearer has a +1 bonus to armor class and saving throws as long as they have lightning charges. Interesting. That could be useful. I think for RP purposes, I'll have Shadowheart say a prayer and then take this, since it clearly belonged to Shah worshippers originally, who have since passed on. Unfortunately, this hasn't got us closer to our goal. Which is over there. Weren't they convinced there was some sort of adamantine forge here? We haven't seen that. Maybe they just made it up to tempt us. In fact, the mineral they were holding may well have just not been... Well, if adamantine is forged, as they say, and not found natively, that suggests it's an alloy, which would mean it isn't a mineral. It would be a
Perhaps.
a mixture of minerals. Anyway, my point is that it may not have even been adamantine. Oh, this is where we were. That's the cave-in. Oh! I didn't fully appreciate that we're turned around. Interesting. There's actually quite a few more places around here that we could investigate. For the sake of... for the sake of not wasting time, let's quick travel out of here.
One true way.
Perhaps.
Doc's plaque.
Why don't you tell me?
Come into her shadow. Let all that is past be forgotten.
Keep a blade close.
Interesting. Again, Shah worship. I don't remember that one being there before.
Oh, are those two still talking?
Oh, wonderful. We have the scrying eye on us. Right, let's keep exploring this way. Ah, we could have gone down that way, I see. Unfortunately, this is still a case of we need to go individually.
Let's see.
Still, we'll try to do so as quickly as is practically possible. Right, that's one of the party over. Interesting. I wonder if those activate the traps.
Assume nothing. Repositioning.
There's no time to
Right,
waste.
who's next?
Let's try this way.
Right, just Gale to go.
For now, consider it done. Forthwith.
Excellent. Let's reform the party. Perhaps another quick save.
Blacketh's will be done.
Question is, do we investigate these levers now or later? I think probably later.
Objective noted.
Because we wouldn't want to do something that prevents us from getting over here unintentionally. Have we been down there? I'm not sure. I don't think we have. Can we make it back? Yes. Good.
Good thing you got me. You wouldn't survive it 10 days.
I suppose it makes some sense that Shah worshippers might set up in the Underdark. The Zell could probably make it over here. But there might be a better point to cross.
Let's have a look. Where the gnomes.
Thrin ain't found a trace. Found a way past the rock.
More levers. And a skeleton. I'll tell you what, if we were going to turn on all the people down there, this would be the place to do it from. Plus, we could do it before we let Nere out. That's actually a pretty good plan. That's a really good plan. That's such a good plan. Because we aren't in a position to action on it right now, I'll actually add it to my notes, because there's a fair chance that we won't get round to it till next time we play. What would you call this structure? I'll call it the Hanging Bridge.
Keep digging!
Right, I've made a note. Stand on Hanging Bridge, attack from above, only after that free Nere. I'm not saying we will do that, but it is such a tempting opportunity that it'd be remiss of me to overlook it. Ah, we could jump over here possibly. Looks like we could. A little worried about making our way back. What's so special about this mirror? Nothing. Oh, I really do like this level design. The way that we're exploring ruins around this other area that we also have access to, where other events take place. Map of Moonhaven. Moonhaven. Is that where the Moonrise Tower is? I seem to remember us encountering Moonhaven referred to with reference to the Absolute before. And I think I may have mispronounced it Moonshaven. The warm-up offers a detailed plan to attack the village of Moonhaven, encouraging soldiers to kill in merciless silence. Clearly not.
God, you're still at it then.
Prick ain't stopped caning those.
May have been connected to the goblins or the Absolute. That's plausible. But clearly it's not going to be where the... Clearly it's not where the Moonrise Tower is, unless it's a different faction. Maybe some Shah worshippers were at war with the... Absolute a long time ago. Whatever the Absolute really is. It looks like there's an area over here that's well worth getting to, if we can find a way. Granite bench. I'm not a fan of the fact that the game doesn't... that if you hold down Alt, the game highlights some things, but not all things in the area. I assume they do it that way because they don't want... they don't want holding down Alt to be too powerful. But the problem is it can confidently mislead you. It can lead to the situation where you think, well, I've held down Alt and nothing's shown up, so there can't be anything in the area. I mean, I know if... I'm obviously, if you're aware of that fact, then you shouldn't be misled, but it's very easy to do. Scimitar. Not an adamantine scimitar though, so far as we can tell.
Come, all who are weary, sleep and forget.
Well, clearly this is related to Shah as well. There's no real evidence that the Dwargar made it this far though. In fact, the fact that we had to get through the rubble just to get in suggests that they didn't. In which case, perhaps that map of Moonhaven is ancient. That might be trapped. The door's locked. We could try to unlock it. In fact, we probably will. But before then... Ah, this is the other side. This is where I think I commented earlier that Lae'zel could probably make the jump using her special Githyanki abilities. But that the rest of the party wouldn't be able to follow. I wonder if the dormant tree has blood. That must be recent.
There are some markings on the ground here. Not that they tell me much.
Broken shackles. Bloody footprint. Who has high wisdom? Lae'zel
Action, not reaction.
and Shadowheart probably. Let's have Shadowheart have a
Faith
look.
will guide me.
Something happened here. But what?
Ignorance breeds madness. Such a mess. What happened here, I can't fathom.
I'm sure. Bloody mess, this. Something rather unpleasant went down here.
What a mess.
I don't know. Okay.
Over here.
What was I thinking? Yeah, I wonder if the dormitory actually has multiple entrances and exits, and it will actually be a throughway to another side. Oh. Yes, that looks very much to be the case. Bloody footprints. Near Shah's dormitory. Or Shah Temple dormitory. Right. Lockpick.
Easy.
Easy, you say? Oh, it's actually not that bad. You've got very good odds of getting this. Astarion. Oh, you managed it, but not by as much as one might have expected. Excellent. Oh, please. I was afraid they'd do that. Well, it turns out it wasn't trapped. How did everyone die here? Looks like they were brutally attacked or something. Shame we can't examine the bones for signs of bludgeoning or...
These are Sharan weapons. I would recognize the Night Singer's blades anywhere.
The Night Singer's blades. Could we be nearing Night Song? A stone bed, wonderful. Canticles of the Dark Mistress. Let shadow fall where the light doth creep, and silence cloak the din. Let blackness into lost hearts seep, and bid our lady in. Behold, Shah, who shades our path. Behold, Shah, from Ao born. Behold, Shah, the primal dark, our goddess of night, behold. Ao is a sort of, in the Forgotten Realms. Well, we may as well take those. Those supplies, camp supplies, are going to be of more use to us than the dead, not to put too fine a point on it. What was I thinking? Ao in the Forgotten Realms is a sort of god of gods, so far as we can tell. Not much is known about the figure, but it seems to be the figure that manages the gods. They don't appear to have done anything which is outwardly good or evil. They don't really concern themselves with the affairs of those in the material or other planes particularly. They're just more responsible for making sure that the other gods are behaving in a godlike manner, as opposed to living up to the standards one would expect of a god, whether good or evil. So interesting that they describe Shah as Ao born, because I wasn't aware of any myths that Ao had was responsible for birthing the gods or anything like this. Now this one's going to be a much more difficult check. Nope. We'll use another thieves tool. There we go. That's more like it. Initiative. Hellsboar. Maragon Legionnaire. Perhaps we have stumbled across something ongoing here. Maragon. Is it a demon or a devil? If it's a Hellsboar, it's going to be a devil, isn't it? Devil's Sight. Just updating my notes. Maragon Legionnaire. Right. How much health does it have? Enough that we could... Oh, it's too high on the initiative. Perhaps we should just try and take out a single... Oh. What do we do here? What's the play? Is it a spellcaster? I'm guessing yes. Cold resistance? Magic resistance? It doesn't seem like a magic user. Okay, if that's the case, let's open up with some ranged attacks then. And then perhaps shut the door again. Is it a main action or a bonus action to shut the doors? I think it might just be movement.
Can you feel death's cold grip?
Now I believe he can... Oh, does he not have brace? Spend 6 meters of your movement speed for the rest of your turn. Roll range damage twice. Yes, please do that.
With pleasure.
Lizelle should probably be right at the front. How does patient defense work? 1 key point. I'll do it.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Use Arrow of Roaring Thunder on Lizelle. Hopefully the door blocked it. Seems that way. Wait, how did Lizelle end up over here? I think she got knocked back by the arrow but didn't take any damage. Which is comical in its way. Oh, what are we best off doing here? I could sleep the far boar. That might actually be a very good use of a spell. Oh, there's another hellboar. But it can't open doors. That isn't going too badly, is it? How are they with radiant damage? It doesn't say that they're weak against them. Best bet might just be to put another arrow into this one. As boring as that sounds. And then perhaps have Lozelle and Astarion try to take out this boar on their turn. Actually, if that's the plan, why doesn't she damage this boar? Hello Yisha, it's lovely to see you. How are you today? Yeah, I think that's the play, because this boar's going to need to be taken care of anyway. Then again, it's blocking the door and it can't open the door. Maybe I want that boar there. I think I do. Happy with that? Exhausted. Basically been driving. Been in a car since 7 AM yesterday. Oh my goodness, that's awful. Almost 1,000 miles over 2 days. I don't know how you do it. I really don't. That sounds awful.
Consider me intrigued.
Let's have some fun. Delicious.
I am fury. I am death.
Do I use another patient defense? I won't yet, I don't think.
I've missed this.
Got quite the experience. And you get paid for it. This is true. Still sounds dreadful though. Still, hopefully you've got a relaxing weekend. Do you have a relaxing weekend coming, or are you working this weekend? Ah, you do. Wonderful. Maybe we just have Gale open up with a witch bolt. Yeah, I think that's the play here. My day's been alright, thank you for asking. Mostly just preparing to... preparing to go away and see my grandparents. Which I'll be leaving in about half an hour. Thank you for asking. That was effective.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Oh, he can only brace once per short rest. I didn't appreciate that, but okay. He can add sneak attack damage though, can't he? There we go. That's another boar taken care of. Perhaps we'll have the Party back away slightly. Right, that boar's back up, unfortunately. Not sure the sleep actually did that much for us. But, we may as well start doing some serious damage to the Legionnaire. Unarmed strike. Close the door again. And back off a bit. This is so ridiculous. Oh, he attacked us through the door. That's not okay. He ran through the door. To be fair, the ball's stuck on the other side because it can't open the door. Presumably because it has hoofs, not hands. So this probably works in our favour. You going there tonight? Sorry, I was distracted for a moment. Too many voices in my ears. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, I'm going tonight. This is only a short stream. So tomorrow's stream's cancelled. This is only a short stream, but I streamed all of Monday through Friday this week. As compensation. And then Monday we're back to the usual schedule. Yeah, let's just go for another guiding bolt. Seems like the thing to do. Yep, that seemed pretty effective. Right, can we... Who should attack now? Probably Astarion, because he gets sneak attack damage. Oh, thank you for the follow, Madpox. I appreciate it. Not as effective as I'd hoped, but better than a kick in the teeth, as they say. Don't mind a critical hit, even if it's a pretty unimpressive critical hit. Right, can Lae'zel finish the Legionnaire off? I think that depends entirely upon how well she rolls. It's doable, but she could just miss. Like she just did. We do have flurry of blows though, so there's still a chance. Nope, they're still up. That's a shame. We're about to take some damage then. They missed. They hit. Lae'zel's been hit quite a bit, but to be fair, 22 damage over the vast majority of a fight is pretty good going. Right. We can probably just cheese the boar now. In fact, we may not even need to. How does rush attack work? I haven't used it in a very long time. Charge forward and attack the first enemy in your way, possibly pushing them off balance. Okay. Wait, don't we have a stronger attack that I probably should have used? No, because we changed weapon, that was it. Maybe I'll change back. That was pretty good. Unarmed strike. Now I'll just take the miss.
Shall we dance?
Right, Astarion. Can you finish this boar off? Looks like you can. Yeah, I think you can't. Well, close the door. Back off a bit.
The last board is set.
is so not fair. There we go.
Oh, enough waiting.
It's a win for the team. I wish Lizelle wasn't on fire.
You will not take me.
Actually, how are we going to deal with that? She's just going to go down.
I wonder what the next move is.
Actually, I think because of the way the game works, it's most optimal if she does go down, and then someone helps her up. Right, she's going to need some significant healing. How are we doing for potions?
Assume nothing.
Reasonably well. She still has her second wind. I think she uses her second wind first. And, well, she could have rolled better, but never mind. Do we take a short rest for the team here? I think we... yes. Because otherwise we're just expending spell slots or potions to heal people. Short rest.
Well, some rest's better than none.
And then maybe one potion. Yeah, I'm reasonably happy with that. Oh, thank you, Yisha. Maragon Halberd. It's valuable. It's not bad either. I mean, we have a better weapon, but it's not bad at all.
What?
Oh, Arcana check failed. Devil foil mask. The mask's interior is lined with jagged bite marks, a single notch indicating the rank of foot soldier. The facade bears only an innocent smile and wide, searching eyes, seeking its own kind. We'll give that to Gale.
Yes?
Oh, does Gale not get to do an Arcana check? That's odd. Why does... Notice they all turn to ash, incidentally. Oh, Gale doesn't get to do an Arcana check. Huh, okay. Also, why is it stealing to take from the
Action, not reaction.
Hellbore bodies?
Objective noted.
We're in the Underdark, incidentally, which is the large subterranean region I spoke about a while back. We found a way in, and we were hoping to search for a Githyanki Kresh to cure the brain parasites, which we still have. No luck so far, but we have stumbled across quite a lot of trouble in the meantime. This must be...
I'm ready.
Do you have dark vision? It looks lighter when I'm controlling Shadowheart. Where would I check that? You do have dark vision. Oh, that makes sense because she's... What's it called? The cleric. The cleric's subclass, which... Trickery domain. You're Trickery domain's cleric.
The air is ripe with magic.
Let's have Gale pick up this devil foil mask.
Another mask. It's heavier than I thought. Must have been strong creatures that wore them.
Elixir of fire resistance. Fire stoker. Interesting. Sylvan stone. Combine 3 of these to extract their essence. Oil of diminution. Found where the Feywild touches a material plane, these crystals are warm to the touch, as if they've been basking in the Feywild's ever-setting sun. Again, for roleplay purposes, since this is a temple to Shah, I think we can imagine that Shadowheart is making a prayer before she takes these, the contents of these chests, asking permission.
On I go.
Oh, I just had a thought. Shah is the goddess of darkness, isn't she? Now, it's fair to point out that they did have all these candles here. But perhaps we don't leave them on when we leave. Wait, ochre jelly? I missed that. Ochre jelly slime. And gold. I assume an ochre jelly is related to slimes. Why would there be a slime here? Very odd.
Eager for battle.
Keep your distance, darling. Yes, let's.
So, I mean, that was... Oh dear, someone appears to have been hung. Tarnished silver key. A heavy old key marked with a purple ring. Shah's symbol. Found on a skeleton in Grimforge.
Whatever comes.
That probably would have allowed us in there without the use of lockpicking.
Action, not reaction.
Honestly, I mean, this was successful in the sense that the party obtained some new resources, but it's mostly just raised questions. Why were demons in a temple to Shah? And we know the Dwergar have been trying to get in here as well. They claim they only want to get in here because they think they can get through here to a adamantine forge. But there are reasons to doubt that. It could be true, but there are still reasons to doubt that.
Open up.
Harper key, an ancient key found on the body of a Shah worshipper. Undelivered letter. Ooh.
No time to dally.
Let's have Shadowheart deal with this respectfully. Master Ketheric. Ketheric. We have heard that name before. Did I make a note about who Ketheric was? I've got a feeling he was the one that we read about in the Selûne temple, which is weird because Selûne is very much at odds with Shah. They're two rival goddesses. We will need to investigate this further, I suggest. Master Ketheric, my whip has finally coaxed some particulars from the captive Harper, to which she revealed the location of a stockpile and a rocky outlook. I investigated but found the chest in question is trapped. Any attempt to open it might break its contents completely. The spy refuses to reveal how to open the chest, even under threat of death, only crying Lux Splendor with every lash. Some type of watchword, no doubt. The interrogation continues, and again, please accept my most humble apologies for my earlier oversights. Rest assured I will not misidentify any more of my fellow Sharons as spies. May they walk forever in shadow. Justicia Sybil. Yeah, I must say, I don't get the best impression of these Shar worshippers. I'm sorry to say, for Shadowheart's sake.
What was that watchword? Lux Splendor. Well, that told me nothing.
No, I kind of wish Shadowheart had managed that check.
You have my attention.
Would I be right in assuming that other party members can't also make the check? Oops. There we go. No. I get the feeling that some of these checks, like the check with the... what do they call them? The Devil Foil Mask with the Arcana, and the check there with Investigation. I get the feeling that the game's implemented them as whichever character first triggers them gets to make the check, and then no other character gets to make it after that. Presumably that's to prevent... presumably that's supposed to be fairer, because if all 4 characters got to make the check, that significantly increases the likelihood that one of them would make it. But the problem with that is that sometimes, because when we pick up an item or look at an item, we don't know what type of check is going to be made, sometimes the person making the check is completely the wrong person. Like the Arcana check especially. Gale, our wizard, should have made that check. There is no other party member it would have made more sense for to make that check. I don't know, maybe Shadowheart has high Arcana actually, I haven't checked. I suspect she doesn't though. No, she doesn't. Whereas Gale's +5. So that's a shame. I wish the game would automatically let the party member with the highest...
Quickly then.
the highest rank in that particular skill make the check instead. But yeah, I stand by what I said before. There's some very interesting stuff going on here, and we have acquired some interesting new resources, but at the same time... Oh, Harper's Stash, it's nearby. Oh, it's not that close by, but noted. But at the same time, it's raised a lot of questions. I have no idea what demons were doing here. None whatsoever. Ah! Oh no, this is the way we came, wasn't it? I haven't just discovered anything new. Oh, I see. Sorry, I don't know why I had this place a bit backwards in my head. This is north. Which I'm sure is a surprise to no one but myself. Alright, so we have been both sides here then. Yes, that makes sense. Okay, maybe we do teleport now then. Fast travel, as it were. Hold on, we should be controlling Astarion. since he's the most charismatic character.
Yes, this again.
Right, how do we get to the Harper's stash? The only thing I can think with regards to Lux Splendor is Lux is obviously light, from Latin I believe, and Splendor sounds a bit like splendid. I assume it means a splendid light, as in a very, very bright light. But that's guesswork on my part. I think I see where it is. It's down there. Trouble is, once we go down there, getting down there is going to be difficult. I think only Lae'zel might be able to do it. Hold on. Do any of the party members know Featherfall? And what level is Featherfall? I'm pretty sure we've got a Featherfall scroll. We've got quite a few actually, I didn't realise. What level is it? You and nearby allies gain immunity to falling damage. That's different. I believe in D&D, with Featherfall, initially you can cast it on one person, and if you upcast it, you can cast it on additional people. Anyway. What I really want to know is what level of spell would Featherfall be, and the game's not telling me. Alright. Let's go to Gale.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
And see if we can teach him Featherfall. Unless he already has it. Don't think he does. Can we teach you Featherfall? We can. It's level 1. Not trained yet. How much money do we have? This is important because I'm thinking about if we need to pay for a res. Oh, actually, Shadowheart has a bunch of money that I wasn't aware of. Astarion's got a little bit. No, we've got more money than I thought. Okay. Alright, let's have Gale learn Featherfall then. Or do we just use up one of the scrolls? We have 4 of them. I mean, my only thought is that if Gale learns Featherfall, then we can cast it whenever we want. But on the other hand, it's not a cantrip, so he would be giving up a level 1 spell slot, which we don't want to do willy-nilly. I should have him use his arcane recovery, shouldn't I? Yeah, and do it again. How much are the Featherfall scrolls worth, actually? That's an angle I hadn't been considering here. They're worth 120 gold each, whereas it only cost him 50 gold to learn the spell from one of the scrolls. I'm pretty sure it would use up the scroll, but it would only use up 1 scroll of the 4 that we have. And then he could just cast it using a level 1 slot. I think that's the play here. I think that's the best we could do. Yep. Excellent. Now we need to swap something out. Find familiar we'll swap out for now. I never seem to use it, even though it's a good spell. Right.
Immediately.
So he can now featherfall the entire party and then they can jump down there. Right. Let's give that a go. I'm a little worried about how we're getting back up, but we'll worry about that later, I think. This is interesting. Very interesting. Is that what we do, or do we only send one of them down? I know I could use fast travel to get out of this mess. It's just that feels metagamey. Then again, consider what happened to Gale right at the start, when he said how he escaped the falling Illithid ship. He tried to teleport away and then ended up inside one of those teleportation sigils, unable to escape until we helped him. Well, he doesn't have any teleportation magic, so maybe it is supposed to be canon that the characters do actually have access to these sigils at all time. I'm just gonna do it.
Something over there. Trust no one.
Yeah.
A poor imitation. I see you, you sneaky little shapeshifter.
Excuse me? Is that a mimic?
Step quick. If the Dark Justicia's letter was right, there should be a stash here somewhere.
Oh, nice that the developers put that in case you forgot.
If I were sensible, I'd lock it in a chest. But if I were clever, I'd put chests everywhere and hide it somewhere else entirely.
Oh, we can go this way. Oh, we do have a way back. That's nice.
A shapeshifter lying in wait. It won't get the drop on me.
I think they're all mimics then. Lux Splendor. Toy chest?
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
Harper's stash. Oh. I'm not... I'm still very suspicious. But apparently interacting with that toy chest gave us access to this Harper stash. I'm not quite sure how that works. I mean, you could understand if it was buried and we dug it up, but that's not what happened. I think we managed it? Yes. Alright. Oh, it's still locked.
Oh, for a skeleton key.
Oh, and this is going to be just as difficult a check. We didn't make it. Actually, oh, we did! Take it back. I forgot just how good Astarion was. Scroll of Evidence. Let's give that a read. The first few inches of this scroll are written in formal, elaborate script. To the Emerald Enclave and those deemed worthy to see this record, greetings from those who harp. Interesting. The Emerald Enclave, I believe, are the group associated with the Druids, I think. We certainly found... When we went to the vault of the Druids there, the Druids that we helped back on the surface, there was a letter there saying about how they hoped the Enclave would arrive soon, and the area around the Druids' Grove was called the Emerald Grove environs, I believe. So this is probably the same group. Know ye that the one known as Ketheric Thorm, Paladin of Shar, is guilty of crimes against body and spirit? Ketheric Thorm. Crimes against body and spirit. Ketheric Thorm. I feel like there was some dialogue about that, possibly last stream. Something about the name. Thorm. They include but are not limited to murder, slavery, and desecration of temples most holy. Let our intent be known. An alliance between the Harpers and the Emerald Enclave. United, we may end Thorm's reign of terror. The High Harpers eagerly await your good word. Well, that's interesting. But I don't see a related quest. Very curious. Okay. I think we'll do a proper save here. And we'll probably stop there for tonight. So thank you for coming, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be streaming next on Monday from 4 o'clock British Summer Time, and then again on Friday and then Saturday. There is a slim chance I might do a bonus stream next week, we'll see, but I certainly don't think I'll be able to do 5 streams like I did this week. If anything should change with my streaming, then my streaming schedule, then I'll announce it on Twitter and on our Discord server. A big thank you to Madpox for the follow. I'll just add you to the thank you list. Oh, you know him. That's good to know. Oh, I added him to the wrong column. Let me just fix that. There we go. Sorry about that. I lured him your way. Well, thank you. Still, I am very, very happy to have him as a follower. Always nice to have a few more friends. What am I thinking? But yeah, so that's it for tonight. Monday, Friday, Saturday next week. I hope you've all enjoyed it, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. Good night.